What's up guys, thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to Bushcraft with Elle. As you can see from in the background, we're back out with a crazy gang today, Joe and Toby. On today's video, it's all about Tomahawk steaks and the Gransfors bruk, small forest axe. I want to put this axe to its test today, even though I've already put it through its paces, but I want to give it another run for its money and show you guys what it's actually made of. And we have a 32 ounce Tomahawk steak. Look at that beast. We're going to hang these up, cook them over the fire, and then probably at the end just smash them onto the grill, all the coals, just to finish off. Don't go anywhere, make sure you stay tuned. So what we're doing here guys, is just finding 2 sticks with 2 forks at the top, just put into the ground to build a sort of spit roast stand, whatever you want to call it, to just lay another stick on top that we can hang our steaks from over the fire.
That's lovely.
Yeah, if we can get that into the ground there, it's an angle we should go somewhere. Should be alright. So, there's one. I'll just show you what I mean. As you can see there, it's got a fork at the top. So when we get the other one, we can put it over here, fork it up, something to hang our steaks over the fire with. So excited to cook this Tomahawk steak. I've actually never had one before. There's a second one. Joe just found 2 right over by base camp there. Just gonna clean up these, the bottom, and sharpen them so we can smash them into the ground. Just want to say before we get cracking with the video, oh bloody hell, it's slippy. Just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that watched my previous video. I think it's on 1.2 thousand views at the minute, which for me is absolutely amazing, as most of my other videos are only on about 300 views, 400 views, and that video just literally exploded. So I want to say thank you to all of the people that showed the support on the last video and left a thumbs up and subscribed to the channel as well. I think I gained 49 subscribers just from the last video alone. So again, massive thank you guys, it means so much. As you can see here, from the previous video, we had a bit of disaster in camp. One of the subscribers commented below, and it really made me laugh. He says, your mate grabbed a bottle of water and my choice of fire suppression was a log. I was dancing around trying to put it out. Crazy. Go back and watch the last video guys, you'll see the disaster on camp. Again, if you haven't watched the previous video, we usually have the fire behind the firewall, obviously facing our base camp and where we sleep, etc. But because it's nice now and the weather's picking up, we're having the fire on the outside because we don't really want to be cramped up inside and sit around. We've got loads of space out here to do what we want. So we have been having the fire on the outside as of the past few weeks. Okay, so I think we should bring the fire a little bit away from the firewall today as well.
Definitely.
Woo! I'm busy. God damn. Okay, so as you can see here, built like a little stand. Let's have a look at that stake, bro. We're going to put the Tomahawk stakes on a little bit of twine and just tie them up here and slowly cook them over the fire. So what I'm going to do now is just have a scavenge around for some dead wood. Little robin on the tree over there. Okay, I'm going to have a scavenge for some dead wood. I'm going to try and find some big logs if I can, because as I said earlier, I want a real test with the Gransfors bruk axe. Don't really want to be using small stuff, you know. I know that it flies through that stuff. And we're looking for some big, hefty logs. Here he is. Right, Tob. Boys. Woo. God damn! I found cut off from a tree, which is absolutely massive. So I want to cut that in half, or maybe into 3 sections, and that is definitely going to put the Gransfors bruk axe to the test. Let's get it sawed up. Come on. That's loose. That's over here, can't we? Yep. Okay, so Joe's processing up some wood behind, and we're going to try and put the axe through this big log. I think I'll start with a small one first, see how it goes, see if I need to sharpen my axe or not. But to be quite honest, I don't think I do. This is the Gransfors bruk small forest axe. It is a brilliant axe. I think I've sharpened this axe probably once since I've had it, and I've probably had it for about a year now, a year and a half. No, I'd probably say a year, and literally as I'm rubbing my finger over now, you could still, I'm shaving the hairs off my hand, for real. if you're after a good quality axe, this is definitely the make to go for. A little bit expensive, but if you want to pay for quality, then I would definitely recommend this. This is the small forest axe. As I said, you can get them in different sizes, from big log splitting axes all the way to this, but when I was looking for an axe about a year ago, I've seen a lot of YouTubers and a lot of woodsmen use the small forest axe, and it seemed the right size for me for the type of bushcraft that I do. So let's see how it holds up on some logs. Starting with a small one. Just make sure nobody's behind me, make sure Toby's nowhere near me. Here, Tob. Legs apart. I'm going to put it a little bit back, so if I miss, I want to go into the wood, not under here, as I said in my first video. Damn. The axe split that little log with one go, and this is pretty dense as well, to be honest. Let's see how much pressure we have to put into splitting the half of that log. Nothing at all. Didn't even swing it then. Let's try another one. Again, always make sure no one's behind you or around you, especially your dog. Here, Tob, go! Let's try this beast, just to get a bit closer up so you can see how big it is. This is massive and it's dense as anything. I don't think it's going to go through at all in the first 3 strokes, but we're going to try it. It's quite long, to be honest, so I have to make sure I hit it with a good technique to start. Yeah, it's a decent hit. So what I'm going to do now is what a lot of people do, try and pull the axe out of the jam and try and hit it again. But what I'm going to do is bring it up over my head and drop the axe down on the back of its head, which obviously is going to be more pressure from the log going downward than there is me hitting it through with the axe. So let's try that. As you can tell from here, there we go. I think that was probably 5 attempts, Joe, was it? About 5 attempts. Nice. I absolutely love Gransfors bruk axes, and that is why. Don't take everything that I say as gospel truth. Again guys, you know, I have had a few comments criticising the things that we do and all of that stuff. Now I'm not saying that people are not allowed to do that, you know, but I just want to throw it out there. I'm no expert. I am nowhere near even a skilled bushcrafter. You know, we're just, in my eyes, even though I've been doing it for years, I'm still a beginner in this craft, and I'm always learning something new every day. I'm always picking something up every day, and I think you'd be very narrow-minded to even stand here and say that you was not an experienced bushcrafter, but an expert, should I say. I think you'd be very narrow-minded to say something like that. So again guys, our base camp, we might have things that's not built properly, we might have things that are not working how they should, or we might have this too far away from that, I don't know. The way I swing an axe, the way I use a knife, it could all be wrong. So before you go away and, you know, practice the things that we do yourself, if you do go away and want to try it yourself, always just get yourself a book. You know, I read a lot of books. Get yourself some books and watch some more experienced guys than me. You know, people like Ray Mears and Paul Kirtley and Dave Canterbury. Those type of guys who have been doing it for like all of their life. You know, 99% of the time have this game on lock. So those are the guys that you want to be watching, guys. Don't watch me. This is just my own way of doing things to show you guys. If you want to take it away and, again, as I said before, combine it with your own research, then that's all good. But the Gransfors bruk small forest axe is definitely 100% worth the money. I don't need to buy a new sheath for this actually. I've put this through its paces like you would not believe. It has been through all weather, it's been through all terrains, it's chopped through all types of wood. To be honest, I need to put some more linseed oil on it. I did linseed oil it a few times, but I do need to put some more on there. And again, as I said earlier, I mean, there's one tiny little chip there, but I've probably sharpened this axe once and it's shaving the hairs off my hand. Amazing. I think this one itself was, I think it's around the £100 mark. Yeah, I know a lot of people out there are saying £100 for an axe, but when you've been doing this game for a few years, you want a good axe to take out with you, especially when you're on trips where you're actually going to need a good axe to get you through the night or to get you sufficient wood. I've had axes in the past and they're just crap. Literally, you know, they are just crap. I've took some axes out, I've had axes that have snapped. I've had axes that are just too blunt, you can't put a good head on them. A good edge on them. And you can't trust them. You know, I always said, since I was a kid, my dad always taught me that if you pay good money for your tools, they'll give you a good job. So, Gransfors bruks all day. Okay, so we're not cheating today, we're doing it the proper way. Found a bit of birch bark. To be honest, we've had pretty good weather for the past few days, so I'm just going to try my luck and see if this birch bark takes. Of sparking onto it. Okay, I'm going to scrape off a bit of the dust off the back of the bar, just to give it something to catch on to. It's gonna go. Here we go, here we go. Hell yeah. Just wait for that flame to come through. Pull. Pull. Good boy, Darren. Good boy. Dinner. He's served. Look at that bad boy. Now I know on all my other videos I say I'm gonna caveman on me. This is legit caveman. God damn. Look at that for a steak, man. Oh my god. That's amazing. God damn. Mum. Big shout out to Chicken Joe for supplying us with the Tomahawk steaks. Proper caveman style. Easily the tastiest steak I've ever ate. Easily. That goes. That is all she wrote, man. Oh, man. That is next level, bro. All up the bone, it's like thin, tender meat as well. Yeah, man. What a way to end the day. I'm not going to keep the camera on me too much. Obviously you don't want to see me nosh all of this, it's going to take me about an hour. So I think, guys, I'll end the video there. Just want to say again a massive shout out to all of my new subscribers and all of the people that are showing the channel support, and thank you to all of the people that watched my previous video. This one's for you guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. Subscribe. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, guys. Until next week. Peace.